Welcome to Fact or Freestyle.
People love Dave Nourie, and they always answer the phone when he calls. When we get him on Zoom, we ask him to confirm rumors.
Let's see how far down the rabbit hole we go. Oh, we got Dean Palacios.
Oh shit, talking about decades.
What? Is that Dean Palacio?
Did you say decade? Palacio? Oh, well, that's funny because he's just hearing us talk about him and he can't say anything back. You suck, man!
Dean, how you doing? I'm Joe.
I'm just chilling.
Joe, this is
What
Joe.
up, Dean?
I call him
There's
Joe
Dave.
Sickman. It's actually Sisman, but we call him Sickman because he's a sick rider.
You guys are all driving.
Yeah,
I'm parked. I'm parked right now. Okay, so welcome, Dean. This is I gave you a little. So we got these random stories that we hear, or people tell us about, and we've already kind of gone through with Bill, and Bill's always got lots of great ones. We want to bounce a couple of these stories off of you, Dean, and just to get your feedback. Joe,
Sure.
what was the first one we had for Dean?
Fact or freestyle? A shadowy cabal of elite riders engage in the practice of contest insurance to calm their nerves before the final battle.
Okay, Dean. So the first one we have is a thing called contest insurance. When you're in the final stage of a battle and it's down for first and second, riders will, in order to take pressure off, they will agree to split the money no matter what. And then they go and they do it. And, the winner gets to hold up his check and then he has sponsor match. So this is the rumor. And we're trying to figure out, is this fact or is this freestyle? Is this real or is this outlandish and made up?
It sounds kind of made up to me, but I wouldn't doubt anything. I mean,
Okay.
with the way the contests are now, I believe that it could be real.
So, Dean,
Okay.
have you ever partaken in this? Just you can be straight with us. Have you ever done anything like this, Pete?
No. I stopped entering contests in 86.
86. What was your first contest?
My first contest was one that you had, your first contest also.
No. Why'd you have to bring that up, Dean? Man. No, it's Bill. It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
It was Huntington Beach.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even want to go there, but since you brought it up,
Fact or freestyle? Dean Palacio invented what's known as the Nourie handstand.
I kind of feel like I have to make amends with you now.
That was a great contest.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been riding your trick all these years, and like you and I both know that you actually did the handstand in your run before I did, and then I came and claimed it, and I've been doing it now for 30 years, calling it the Nourie handstand. So I think we got to call it the Palacio stand.
I got that from you though, Dave.
Oh no, come on.
Yeah, I did. At Mission Beach, I got that from you.
Dean, that's the same thing you say about the decade, and Fred Blood is
No,
out there still.
the decade I did on my own.
I don't know, Joe. I think he's just trying to be nice.
It's okay.
No, I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was kind of feeling bad because, like, when do you actually get credit? If you do the trick in the contest first, then you did the trick first. So why would I get the name? Like this.
That's why when they put me in the magazine and I got the picture in the magazine and then you're right next to it, I thought,
Yeah.
oh my God, what? That's very, very, wow.
Yeah, I just kind of ran with it. Like, then I started getting photo sessions, and then they're like, "What's the trick?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a Palacio. No, it's a Nourie stand."
Yeah, it's Gumby's trick.
Oh man.
Okay, let me get this straight. Dean, you did the trick in your run.
Yes.
Okay, on the timeline before Dave did it, and then Dave did it. Dave, did you also do it in your run?
Yep. It was my big highlight trick. Like, that was the one that I was riding the coattails. Yeah, I just was like, okay, I got to do this handstand. Dean did it.
There is another version.
That's your trick, Dave. I'm not going to steal it like Fred Blood tried to do with mine.
That's not cool, man.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
So, Bill Nitschke, let's get you in on this. So,
Fact or freestyle? Fred Blood invented the decade after trying it for exactly 10 days.
who invented the decade?
Dean.
Yeah,
Dean.
thanks, Bill.
Okay. Yeah.
I've learned to accept the word decade now because Fred is the one that called it that, but I called it the inverted boomerang, which is not.
Fact or freestyle? The draconian rules of the first AFA strictly forbid inverted tricks.
It's not allowed in contests. Anything inverted wasn't allowed back then.
Oh, really?
Wait a second. What? What do you mean nothing wasn't inverted wasn't allowed?
You weren't allowed to get inverted in old contests back in the day. And then
Right,
to
an
make
insurance
a trick
thing.
invert,
Oh, that's classic, Joe. This is for the next episode. Fact or freestyle?
This is insane. Wow.
AFA rules. Did you actually read the rule book, Dean?
No. I was told.
Fact or freestyle? Shadowy actors associated with the AFA verbally inform riders that inverted tricks were strictly forbidden.
I was
No
told.
way.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Don't be getting inverted, Dean. We know what you do, man.
Yeah.
You take Flatland that level of crazy.
Wait a second.
Fact or freestyle? Diz Hicks went all in on inverted tricks to cement his image as the rock and roll rebel outlaw, bad boy of freestyle.
Is this why
I like the double you did, Bill.
Is this why Diz Hicks makes such a big deal about him inventing all the upside down stuff?
Maybe, but
Because
he
it
hated
broke the
AFA
rules.
contest.
Oh wow.
Okay, Joe, let's give Dean another fact or freestyle. He's on a roll here.
Okay. The other one is okay.
Dude, do you remember when the contest and the judges that were in contest were like the sponsors?
Fact or freestyle? Contest judges used to be the sponsors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like Harl would be one of the judges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still happens.
Hey, when I'm on the panel, that ain't happening. I'm not sponsoring
No.
anybody out there on that floor.
Dude, I
No.
got the Del Mar Skate Park last video or last contest held at Del Mar. I have it all on video now on DVD. And you watch it, the two riders that beat me, that was Tony Murray and Rich Seeger, both crashed in their runs.
They
Yeah.
both wrote for Haro, and the judges
Harl
were.
was one of the judges.
Yeah.
It's wild. And I didn't think anything of it till I finally saw that video again for the first time and went, wait a minute. Wow.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Well, Dean, I think you'll enjoy this next one that Joe's got for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna wrap this up real quick. So
Fact or freestyle? The Jose Vendetta.
the next one is it's called the Jose Vendetta. Jose Yanez is pissed at Brian Blyther because Jose asserts that he invented the flat ground tail whip, and everybody has been saying that Brian Blyther has been the one to invent it. So Jose was so pissed back in the day that he invented the freaking backflip. And now that it's been all this time later and Blyther has not done the backflip, Jose is going to go and sort of flex on him, and he's going to go do a tail whip in the Baldy pipe on a motorcycle with one of those Travis Pastrana bar spin setups. Is this fact or freestyle? This is how it was presented to us.
He's still that crazy. He's still that crazy.
Yeah.
No, it sounds pretty made up.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember, Dave, who was it that did that first tailspin?
Well, all I remember is Blyther was in the magazine doing it, and we talked to Brian about it, and he didn't know that Jose had any kind of like bone to pick with him. But I was also there when Jose did the first backflip at the Winter Nationals in Chandler, Arizona, and I asked Brian if he felt like there was a little bit of tension. So I don't know. Jose's just he's a crazy one. I don't know. It's something that he could have. Because what I heard that he was going to go on tour and like make sure that people get the story straight. Like he's got some money. Joe, you said you heard this too, because the Rad was re-released or something, and they got royalties coming.
he's got Rad was re-released on streaming, and he's getting royalties, and now he's going to use those royalties to inflict his to give Brian his comeuppance, and he's going to claim the throne again. Funded by Rad streaming royalties.
And the funny thing is that Brian Blyther is the most liked freestyler in the world. Like, nobody has any bone to pick with him, right?
No.
Super nice guy.
I mean, I would like to get pulled over by Brian Blyther, you know?
Every picture
roll
I
the
got
window.
of Brian is the funniest. Yeah.
I'd roll the window down and laugh.
Okay, Dean, so you think that this Jose story is freestyle, is what you're saying?
That it's kind of made up.
Yeah.
It just sounds like, whoa. He's an old man really now, and he's going to go out and do something like that? Like a backflip on a motorcycle?
Oh, no, a tail whip.
Tail whip. That sounds just as hard on a motorcycle.
In the Baldy Pipe, that's where Blyther, you know, would ride the Baldy Pipe up by his house, like right down the street, basically, from where he lives.
That sounds wild, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's how freestyle is, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're bouncing this off like dudes to see if they can corroborate any of it.
Let's see. I'll say, yeah, that's real. Okay, let's see him do it.
Let's get it. What if we convince Jose to do it?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Give him a beer.
There might be a few beers.
You know, they got motorcycles that do that.
Hey, hold my beer. Watch this.
Yeah, there's a Travis Pastrana setup where he did the bar spin, and the bars will go straight around.
Wow, I have not seen that. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
cables.
Joe, we should probably wrap it up. Dean, do you have any stories or any factor freestyle that we need to hear about and try to verify? It can be anything.
Dave, do you remember going to the sports arena after an event and performing some flatlands? And that's usually the guy holding the hat going around collecting the money and stuff. We'd perform for like 15 minutes and each get like a couple $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were outside the sports arena, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I've ran into people that were at the event inside, and they're like, no, dude, you guys riding in bikes was way better than what we saw inside.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah.
We used to do that out here in Indy after the Colts games were over back in the day. People just throw change, man. It got to the point where you couldn't ride anymore because there was so much stuff on the ground. Slide out on all the change. So, I mean, that's pretty cool to do that, though. Like, that's street art.
All right, guys. Zoom is going to cut us off in a couple of minutes. Thank you guys for joining. Dean, it's so dope to meet you, dude.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice meeting you also.
Okay. Have a good one, Dean. See you, Bill.
See you guys.
See you, Dave. See you, Dean.
See you, Dave.
I'll see you guys soon.
All right. Sounds good.